Good morning, Lilia Wheatley, intern, Board of Commissioners staff.
Good morning, Teresa Farley, board staff.
And Nick Burns, Manager, Justice System Improvement Program.
Thank you all, and I know we have guests as well. I see Sheriff Van Arsdale has also joined us. Good morning. I don't have any further announcements this morning. Does anyone else have any announcements? Okay, do we have any comments from the public? Okay, hearing none. In terms of the agenda, we do have one additional executive session. Oh, excuse me. You were here to make a comment? Could you please identify yourself? Go ahead, and I can give you 3 minutes this morning.
My name is William Robbie. For approximately 40 years, I've worked as a hazard risk consultant, mostly related to insurance. I primarily dealt with chemical plants with values up to $8 billion. Reviews included natural hazards as well as emergency response. Reviewing the site information for the Justice Center, I noted the 99W and Avery Park bridges going over Mary River and the elevated roadway going over 99W do not appear to have been reinforced for earthquakes. In addition, the area around 99W and Avery Park are in flood hazard areas. Locating the Justice Center, including the Emergency Command Center in the Southtown area, would mean access for the emergency resources coming from out of the south area could be blocked, preventing time.
We've lost your audio, and I'm sorry, we can't hear you all of a sudden. William, can you hear us? We cannot hear you.
That wouldn't be anything on our end, would it?
I don't think so, yeah.
Hear me. Now I can hear you. We lost you for a minute there.
Okay. Okay.
Just about where you were talking
So we're
about
saying-
the bridges and emergency services.
Locating the Justice Center, including the Emergency Command in the Southtown area, would mean access for emergency resources coming out of the south area could be blocked, preventing timely response to approximately 90% of the county population that are located north of Mary River. While there is access available via Bellefontaine Road, the east-west roads going to Bellefontaine Road are also in the floodplain, which could further increase response times. From an emergency response access standpoint, the Justice Center should be located on the north side of the Mary River in a location having multiple routes available to various parts of the county. The second point I would like to make is the south side of Corvallis has the greatest amount of open land that can be used for future development. Putting the jail on the south side, especially without the courthouse, would decrease the potential for future residential and commercial development in the area. Having driven past numerous jails during my approximately 4,000 days of previous travel, I can say the area around the jails are not shining examples of areas of development or urban renewal. No one really wants to live next to a jail, so developers won't want to put new housing in the area. Without new housing developments, a new grocery store as well as new restaurants won't be built. As I like to eat, I would personally like to see some new restaurants and a larger grocery store in the area. Please do not do what is most politically expedient. Do what is best from an emergency response standpoint. Hopefully we'll never need it. Thank you for your time.
I will also add that there's quite a resistance here in Southtown because of the proximity to the neighborhood park, Riverbend Park, and also to Lincoln School. So I'm sure the commissioners have already received quite a few emails and letters, but we are very concerned. So we
Thank you.
appreciate your time and listening.
I appreciate your concerns and recognize them. We have to make a decision. Unfortunately, it's going to be a tough one, and we'll make it focusing on the best interests of the entire county. Ginny Katz, you also were interested in speaking, and I'm going to have to cut comment off after that because we have a lot of business on our docket, and unfortunately, short time this morning because we are attending the Association of Oregon Counties meeting in Eugene this week. This is an extra meeting we snuck in. So, Ginny, please. If you're speaking, we can't hear you.
Unfortunately, Ginny, we can't hear you. If you're on, I was going to say maybe if you want to type your testimony into the chat, if you're unable to get your microphone working, that would be an option as well.
Or send your testimony to us at the county and or to my address, and we'll share it around. Thank you. I'm sorry for the technical difficulties this morning. Okay. With that, the next item is to review and approve the agenda. And we, as I was beginning to say earlier, we do have one additional executive session to hold this morning under ORS 192.6602D, as in David, with respect to labor negotiations. So the order of business this morning is that we are going to have to ask all outside parties to leave the meeting. We will first hold the executive session under ORS 192.6602E on real estate. Then we will once again clear the room, invite the CHC guests back from the CHC board to have item 4.2, and we will have a new item 4.3. And then we will come out of executive session, go back into the business meeting for items 5.1 and 5.2 to make any decisions in open meeting. So on Facebook Live, we'll be in recess for an executive session. We'll come back on once we are out of those executive sessions. Did I miss anything, staff? Okay. So at this point, we need to clear the room of everyone other than staff and Gary.
Oh, shit. Oh, shit.